Okay. System screen. Oh, I forgot. Again. Again with this. Happens every stream. I'll get it one of these days. One of these days. One of these days, I'll get it right. And I'll remember to plug in the device that allows me to wait. But then again, sometimes it just stops working. If I plug it in too soon, it'll stop working the moment I start streaming. But if I plug it in too late, I won't remember that. I won't remember to use it. Anyway, I am Kinkyo, and today is Sunday. Once again, I decided I'm not going to stream tomorrow. Just right now. My decision has been made. Because tomorrow is 4th of July. All over again. Man, has it already been a year? Man, that's crazy. Anyway, I hope you guys have so much happiness on the 4th of July. Be safe. That's all I can say, really. I can only hope that you guys be safe. I ain't your mama, I ain't gonna tell you what to do. But, you have fun, and you be safe. For the rest of the world, happy July 4th. You know, just have a good day. Have a good Monday/Tuesday, depending. But for the United States of America, you guys are crazy. You guys party a bit too hard. Please be safe. Don't set the country on fire any more than it already is. Anyway, I'm going to play Skyward Sword HD once again. I don't quite remember what happens after we get. I don't remember the order of events that happen after you get the third flame. I simply do not. I know we go through another trial, but I can't remember if we fight Avocado again. I don't remember. So, depending on what happens, I might have to change the title. Again, I've done this before. I fought the first time I fought the avocado. It was a very fast fight, and so I had to change it. I had to change the title to something else. So I'll figure it out. I hope you guys enjoy, and maybe I'll die again. I don't know. Probably. That wouldn't be the first time. It would not be the first time. Hopefully the switch isn't too loud this time. I remembered this time to change the sound to the switch. I remember to change the audio to HDMI audio. It should be working. Close. Yeah, I have all 3 flames. I think I have the last one in order for the Master Sword to awaken. Because that does not look like it's awakening. But we'll see. Because I need like one more thing. The Master Sword awakens and then something else happens. Whatever, the point is, we're gonna figure that out. Yes, I want you. Exactly. There is a 95% possibility that the Gate of Time in the Sealed Temple will lead to Zelda's current location. I recommend you activate the Gate of Time using the power of your newly enhanced sword. Current space session, 0 minutes. Total playtime, 22 hours, 49 minutes. This concludes my analysis. Thanks, Steve. To the sky! Oh. This thing vibrated violently. Oh, it's just telling me in our Discord server. Speaking of which, we have a Discord server. There should be a link in the page somewhere. Not at all. That's rude. Oh my goodness. No, it's not at all required to join. It is a very quiet and chill server. I'll post memes from time to time. I'm gonna check them out. See if they're okay. Probably not. I do take some stuff from Twitter. I gotta check up on Ledge. I need to check up on Pipit. I need to check up on. I need to clean Pipit's house. I did not land here, but alright. Landed over here. I don't think there's a bed in the facade because we're not allowed in the facade. Like, please, intrusive help. Yes, please. Wonderful. So what do you want? Why don't we make this thing? Yeah, I'll take it. I'll figure it out later. I also need another bomb. So let me go figure that out. Either empty ammo. I can always find another. Go get some stamina potion. Just in case your boy needs it. Hey. That's amazing. Father called the stamina potion. Drinking will make your stamina gains decrease more slowly for a short time. These are pricey, but it's well worth it. I'm sorry for 50 rupees. That's not very pricey. But thank you, ma'am. Oh, so only 3 minutes. Thank you, sweetie. If you want a potion powered up, go see my husband at the end of the counter. He can mix up something. I'll go inside. Also, jeez. Yeah, but it's not all surprising. These past few days, I swear I hear a voice every time I walk past the restaurant at night. Who in the world is in there? I just wish they'd pipe down. Huh. Actually, I want to try something. This might be a bit weird, but I want to try. I'll try it. I want to see if I remember if this actually being possible. Yes, it is. Fair enough. Fair enough. Just sleep in somebody else's bed. Understood. 5, 6, 7. Oh, he's sweating up a storm. Good evening, Levias. Hey, I've been training hard ever since we last spoke, but I still feel so sluggish. Maybe I've just run out of energy. Is that a stamina potion you're carrying? Would you mind if I have some? Yeah, go ahead, boy. You need my adventure pouch. You can have anything you ever ask for that I can actually obtain. That's the stuff. Like a refreshing splash of energy. Sometimes I worry through all this training and no results. How long do I need to train before I get so I'd get stronger. What do you think, Thomas? How many push-ups do I think I need to get strong? It's not about numbers. Honestly, it's not about numbers.
Huh?
It's not about numbers? Of course! You mean I should just keep at it until I've forgotten how many I've done, right? I guess that makes sense. Now that I know that, I'll definitely start getting stronger. Come back soon and see how I'm doing. No problem. Also, there's something in the bathroom. Let's go in the bathroom. Should be those noises. Somebody, please, somebody help me. Okay. Hey, please, somebody bring me some paper. Bring me some paper. Any kind of paper at all. I remember this quest line. Alright, on the other side is Bruce's room. We're gonna go in his room. And we'll find what's his name in his room. Hey, I'm not afraid of Bruce. His room is mine now. Rude. But hey, he is not here, so he's not really using the room. Till morning. You found a blue ruby. It's worth 5 rubies. Better drop it in your wallet now. There's always a free 5 rubies whenever you're walking. Oh. I think whenever you restart the game. Hello. Maybe I should give it to her. Should I not give it to her? Hi, miss, it's you. Don't sneak up on me like that. Okay, please. I have a serious dilemma on my mind right now, and you're distracting me. Dilemma? What? You want to hear about it? Normally I would never, but... normally I would never, ever tell someone like you. But these are dire times. Come to think of it, you might just be the person I need. You seem pretty good at the ladies. I can't believe I just said that. Whatever. Let's do this. Minus, I have a task for you. So listen up. Your mission is to take this piece of paper to a certain person. It's a very important piece of paper. Be sure you deliver it. Make sure you deliver it. Huh? What's your problem? Why are you looking at the restroom? What, there's someone in the restroom at night who wants paper? You fool, how dare you? This is no ordinary paper. Or this is no ordinary piece of paper. It's a letter. A very special one at that. I put my heart into every word. I guess you can say it's sort of like, Alright, fine. It's a love letter. And if that's why... And that is why you will not, under any circumstances, ever allow it to be used as toilet paper. Do you understand me? Or sorry, do you hear me? Yes, I do. So listen up. The person you must give it to is a girl, an upperclassman. Her name is Karame. You know what I mean, right? She's the one with the brown hat. She's really cute. You know the one. And don't you dare, not even by mistake, even think about giving it to that weirdo in the restroom. I swear it. I might give it to the person in the restroom. I think the last time I did this, I actually gave it to Karane. I want to try to give it to the person in the restroom. Here it is. I'm entrusting this letter to you, so don't read what's inside. You hear me? You received Colin's letter. Can you believe this letter might actually contain heartfelt words from Colin? Aw, it's a cute letter. Take extra care you don't end up using it as scrappaper. I'm counting on you, Magnus. Get to it. If you don't mess this up, maybe I'll let you be my sidekick. Aw. He's usually good. How can I get you to notice me? Ah. What's the matter? Do you need something? Whatever, what I was just talking about. You're a strange one, aren't you, Magnus? Yeah, I am. Sorry. So, she's not even for Colin. Sorry, Colin. She's probably gonna read her letter and then toss it in the garbage. Tonight, I'm going to give it to the weirdo in the bathroom. I've already made that decision. Oh, paper, you brought me some paper? I'll open the door. Please come in. Alright, spooky ghost. Oh, it's a hand. Oh, it's a hand. Is this a reference to Majora's Mask? This is a reference to Majora's Mask. I need paper. I'm not angry or anything. I just need some paper. You know what? I'm gonna give the letter. You give me paper? Oh, I'm so happy. Yay, she's happy. Or he's happy? It's happy. But it looks like someone's letter. Are you sure I can have? Yes. You'll be fine. Thank you. I will use it with care. But I'm shy, so I'll ask me what I meant paper for. Maybe meet again, you kind soul. Feeling pretty good about this. Stand. Feeling really good about this. Ain't no way this could go wrong. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Okay, looks like everything is in order. Here we go. There's nothing useful in here. Probably not in there. That's okay. Hey, Magnus, does he hand over that letter like ass? Oh. Are you out of your mind? Seriously, you gave it to the creep in the restroom? Really? You gave it to the restroom weirdo? Didn't I specifically tell you not to give it to the weirdo in the restroom? Seriously, I had said it like 5 times. I know I did. You fool, how could you? Anyone who blocks the path that you love deserves to be kicked by a bird. I hate you. Oh, so he cries. That's bad. I think I went into the wrong room. I just may have heard, yes, give it to the person who knows them. What do you want? I'm just hurting so bad right now. I don't know who that was in the restroom, but I'm completely freaked out just knowing that they read my letter. I still can't believe it. Who is that? Who exactly did you give it to? I don't know. They just needed paper. They probably didn't really read it. You don't know that. Hey, but hey, Dennis. You're looking pretty upbeat lately. That's the spirit. Cecil will be home before you even know it. Just keep on believing that, and while you wait for her to come. I like Pipit. He's good. Oh, she's still in here.
Hi.
Hi, it isn't nice. You know, you seem to be getting more handsome by the day. Aw, thank you. That nice uniform really suits you. And you give all that reliable guy vibe, too. Yeah, right after I gave the letter to her hand in the toilet. That was supposed to go to her. I'm very reliable. I'm Mr. Reliable. So is the hand still in the bathroom at night though? Or is it in... Where is it actually? Cleanliness is next to nightliness. Keep your quarters tidy. Nah, I won't. It's not. Oh, it is in here. Okay. Help! Help! Oh. Oh, you're the one from the other day. It's so good to see you again. Actually, thanks to you, I met my true love. Yes, him. Follow me? It all started with that letter you gave me. Those beautiful words of affection caused me to fall hopelessly in love. Oh, my heart is bursting with thoughts of you. I feel so excited, so cheerful, so full of life. No, there's the love letter clause. What's it called? Love letter quest line. There we go. Oh my love, I'll always be by your side. Oh, finally got yourself a girlfriend. And or a boyfriend. Hand friend? Hand friend. Got yourself a hand friend. That was fun. Children. There's another quest line I'm supposed to be doing. Ah, I forgot what it was. For the gratitude crystals. I know it has something to do with Pipit, but I forgot how to start it. I can't even open the menu. I don't know. We're going to the green one. Ah! Can't know with money. I believe to have all shiny things. Things all shiny. Pointer, you prefer to set area with the cursor and confirm your destination by pressing A. Okay. Field grounds, please. Yeah. Alright, what is this then? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. It's a catapult. Can I run it? Yes, it can. Well, I won't be trying that again. As of right now. At least I got one of them. Hi. Oh, your sword. There can be no doubt the sacred flames have purified this blade. Well done, ones. That sword holds tremendous power. That power is a sacred force. It is a divine power left to us by the gods of old. The same power that is spoken in the Ballad of the Goddess. To look upon you is to see that same great power now flowing through you and the sword you carry. Come, Linus, you must now open the gate of time. Now that the sacred force dwells within your blade, strike the gate of time with a skyward strike, and it will surely awaken. Climb upon the pedestal and show the gate your soul's power. Okay. Awakening even as we speak. It's likely that monster reacted to the sacred power given off by your sword. Fortunately, I wish it had not happened. There's no other way to open the gate, so it goes. Nice, you must imprison the beast once again. Alright, bring it on. Okay, bring it on. Sorry, I used the wrong voice. Yeah. I don't even remember the voice I used for Bruce. Sorry. The best character. This is what I've been waiting for. It's time to break out my new sword. Trust me, that bloody bag of teeth doesn't stand a chance. Well, what are we waiting for? I'm heading out then. You know what, fair. Hey, Minos! Da. Try not to drool on your skirt. Oh, sorry, try not to drool on your shirt as you stare at this amazing super weapon I've been working on. I'll try not to, but it is pretty cool. Well, the hallucinator. At least it's speechless, doesn't it? It's only natural. You wouldn't believe how much time I put into building this beauty. Here, check it out. First, I got all the fences cluttering the area out of the way. Then I laid down the rails for the ride along, all by myself, of course. I don't know what came over me. I just had no clue that I had this talent to make something like this, you know? Anyhow, you just tell me where you want me to place my shots, and I'll put a hurt in that other monster. I don't care how beefy you are. I don't care how beefy you are. You're bound to stumble for a few minutes after taking one of my big balls to the blocky. Yeah. Hang on though, that monster showed up a smidge sooner than I was expecting. There's a few final adjustments I gotta make before she can move the rails up and down. I'll call out to you when she's ready for action. Until then, do whatever you can to hold off that beast. Got it. Why won't you let me die? Always telling me to use my sail claws, let me die. Let me pay the consequences for the following of my actions. We learn my lesson. Be imprisoned. Hey, look at that. Seems like our elegant friend grew a pair of hands. Great timing. I hope it knows how to catch because my machine has a mean right on. When she's all loaded up, I'll let you know. Until then, do what you need to do to stop it. The machine's all loaded, ready to smash. The flabby sack of teeth tries to climb the wall up and blast it off with a bomb. But he wants some backup from me to move the signal to X. Alright, it's time for Bruce to explode into action. Adjust the machine's position with L and aim at your target. Once you finish aiming, press ZR to launch the bomb. If it hits, you'll stun the scaly sucker. If you forget the controls, just press right on the D-pad at any time. You're a controlled hallucinator to be fixed. Okay. suspect he was gonna fall anyway because I took down his feet. Okay. He just lets, I forget, he just lets go. He just gets up and gets up. He pushes the needle back on his head. And just continues on. Fast. Okay, this is up to you. Got him. Oh, now we can do this. Oh, butterflies still use a different one. I beat it. No, Bixby, I didn't call you, but thank you.
I didn't understand that.
Thank you, Bixby. But I didn't call you. I did not call you. No. No. Now, man, strike the seed spike with the Skyward strike and restore the steel quickly. Okay. Take Grandpa. Got this. You're smart. Got it. Not much of a fanfare that time around. Nice work there, Minus. Of course you couldn't have done it without me, but no need to thank Bruce. I know I saved your tail. He kinda did, though. He kinda did, though. Now let's get back to that gate time thing up and running. I'll go on ahead. And just starts building things. Okay. So which one of these do we come to take for? This one. Yeah. This one. And there's this one. It seems you were successful in imprisoning the monster again. Yes, it was. You have my thanks, Minus. As to you, Bruce. I do not wish to dwell on what may have happened if you two hadn't been there. Or been here. You give me too much credit, Granny. You were the one who got me to stop feeling sorry for myself and put energy into into doing what I could do to help. I don't know. I did what was necessary to get you to realize your full potential. Thanks, Grandma. Niners, you must wonder what you've just been fighting out there, Great Bit. There was much I could tell you, but suffice it to say it's the root of the evil we face. When you pass through the gate of time, you shall learn more. We may seal it and reseal it into this prison 1,000 times, but it will always shatter the bonds that confine it. Such is its awesome power. We must destroy it at its source, or suffer this fate again and again. There is no time to lose. Hit the gates with the Skyward strike. Come on already. Charge that soldier rules of the sacred force stuff Granny was talking about and zap the gate of time. Fair enough. Right, Granny? Indeed. Minus. Go to the gate. Yes, ma'am. And so. Ooh, shiny. giant gear. And then the holes in space-time rip open and add the side gears to it and make the giant gear turn. Okay, that works, I suppose. Do not fear. This is what we have been waiting for. At long last, the gate has been reactivated. Standing before you is a path that transcends the flow of time. It is a portal to the past, to the very place where Zelda now awaits. Go bravely, Linus. If everything is as I suspect, the reunion with Zelda you fought so hard for lies beyond this gate. Yeah, that's my best friend, not girlfriend, possibly girlfriend, love interest, mother. Nah, don't worry about me. I'm gonna hang back here. That stupid monster doesn't know when to quit, and Granny here keeps yapping on and on about how we never know when it might burst free again. Someone's gotta stick around and guard the place. Might as well be me. Yeah, thank you, Grace. Besides, if I'm not here, who's gonna look out for the little girl? Fair enough. And you know what? Nah, forget about it. Very well. When you see Zelda, tell her I said, sup. Kind of hard to fathom how the gave to him like this, but yeah. Like, what is he running on? Air? The gears? Temple of Hiding. Let me see. I'm not allowed to go outside. Can I go this way? No.
Hey!
At last, I've been expecting you, Linus. You're no doubtless overwhelmed, so I will explain things as simple as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia, though it will come to be known as the Sealed Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here, the goddess Hylia has only just sealed away demise. And a little time has passed since the goddess sent the upcropping of rock into the sky that will one day become Skyward. True to its name, you have passed through the gate of time, to an era in the distant past. You will have many questions, but for now, we must proceed through the great doors behind you. It is there that the person you risk life and blood to defend waits for you. I know. Zelda! Zelda! My best friend. You come so far. Why'd you need it? I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We traveled very far from home. to the distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise has not yet healed. All the fairy tales about that war we were growing up in Skyward, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time we learned the whole story. Let me try to explain it. The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They called it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise raided a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky. On a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time, it came to be known as Skyward. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Levias succeeded in sealing the blade Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Levias suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would be the end of the world for all beings of this land. It would mean, In order to put an end to the Demon King, Lelia devised two separate plans and set them both into motion. His jaw is slacked like a roll. First, he created Fee. She made the spirit that resides in her sword to serve as a single purpose, to assist her chosen hero on this mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul to the body of a mortal. She made the sacrifice, as you likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by the gods, all of its power can never be wielded by them. Hello, alien. Hi. Hi. Also, how dare you boot me? It's rude. You know that. I'm just vibing over here, and you come over here and boot men's shit. Rude. I didn't give you permission to do that. For a while, the supreme power of the Triforce was created by the god. All of its power can never be wielded by one. Oh, for a while, okay. Fair enough. The gods can't use the Triforce, is basically what she's saying. Got it. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. I'm good. How are you? I'm a little hungry now. Fair enough. I am okay. I'm just now getting hungry again. So, I don't want to end the stream early. I really don't. I'd rather continue streaming for quite a bit. But chances are I'll end this stream at about 4 o'clock because I am hungry. I ate a bowl of cereal for breakfast. I may have eaten it too soon before stream. Hello. But hello. How are you? Where's my finger? The chat is very delayed. I'm very sorry. And I don't know if it's a connection issue between you and I, like based on how your internet is working or how my internet is working, but I'm going to try to answer you as soon as I possibly Since I possibly can. The moment I get your message on my end, I will try to respond. Here we go. Knowing this power was a lesson only hope that goddess gave up her divine powers and her normal form. You've probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Levias? You are the chosen hero, and I, Zelda, am the goddess reborn as a mortal. The day of the ceremony, Gyrohir tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the water below. I was nearly captured by demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory at all of my existence as Levias, but she explained it to me. She helped me remember who I was and what I had to do. Alright. I set out to pray at the goddess statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited an ancient of the goddess led me here to the past. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of the demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. I do not like the way her hair is in this game. It felt very off-putting, like somebody just slapped a wig on her and called it a day. But even in his hideous state, he's more capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he designed. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him at any cost. That is why I intend to remain here in this time and place to sustain the seal as best I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that I created so long ago, and keep it strong for as long as I am able. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I can now see that all this is my purpose. Minus the goddess created Fiend and the great blade she is a part of for very specific reasons. Though the task of standing against the demise in the monstrous form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our own time, we've already driven him back into his prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that, Knight. During the long journey, we've grown so much. You've learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You gain power by honing and tempering both yourself and your soul. And by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you found true courage. Now that those qualities reside within you, you are worthy of ruling the power the old gods left behind for our kind. You can claim the Triforce. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels, you have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bless your soul with the goddess's power. May it give you and your soul the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. The mark you see on the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend, and that within you dwells the sacred power. This is a mark of the Triforce. Now stand, man, and draw your sword. Yes, ma'am. The goddess, are you up? The goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form. The sword is now imbued with the mystical power to drive back demons, and only Midas may wield it. Nice. Midas, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, the modern Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can attain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish the Mice once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in this world, only a select few with an unbreakable spirit can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow, I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortals of the land. Okay. Which brings us back to you. To face the Mice and give this land hope, the goddess Hylia needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Midas. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself, so that you could wield that supreme power. And so I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger without even a moment's doubt. I used you. Rude. But hey, I'll save the world anyway. I can't begin to tell you, how sorry I am for pulling you into all of this mess. But you have to understand this is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. All that may be well intended and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. But I'm prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure the sealed holds, I will remain here in this town, deep in sleep, for thousands of years. Magnus, I can't say it enough. I am so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of the years before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyward. I wanted that feeling to last forever. While it's true that I am now legally I'm still my father's daughter, and your friend. I'm still yours. She's still my friend. She's still my friend, guys. When the Miles is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds me, and then I'll be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favor, Sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when this is all over, will you come wake me up? Yes, ma'am. It's a bit too bright. It's hard to see her smile. Oh, don't cry. She's gonna be okay. So sad. Stop moving me. Yeah, I've been streaming for about an hour and 60 minutes. Mm-hmm. I see you said your goodbye. I see you said goodbye. There we go. Now you must keep the promise you made to her. You must find the Triforce. Return to your town. There is work to be done here. Do not fear for Zelda. I will watch over her here. Now go and fulfill your destiny. Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay. Open. So you for that? Yes. Yes, I have. Then you know everything. On the other side of that gate, Zelda waits, suspended in a sleep without end. But do not despair, for she is still alive and well. True to legend, the Triforce is the one thing with power that to vanquish demise. It is thought to have been hidden within Skyloft by the gods. Sadly, that's all we know where it rests. All the clues of its whereabouts have been lost to the ages. Minus, you have likely come to the same conclusion, but I will spell it out just the same. The key to finding the Triforce must be in Skyward. Now go, Minus. Go find the Triforce. Well, it's time to go find the Triforce. Whoa there, hold up. Minus, there's something I gotta tell you. So Zelda, how's she holding up? Was she okay when you saw her? Yeah, she's great. She was? Oh, that's good to hear. She's essentially dead right now, but also not dead? She's still stuck. She's still stuck there until this whole mess blows over, huh? Yep. Minus, I've made up my mind. I'm not going back. I'm staying right here with Granny. Aw, don't look so bummed out. Do I look sad? Nah, I'm doing what I want to do. And I don't know how to explain it. I got this feeling in my belly that there's work to do here. Someone's got to watch that big, ugly monster, and somebody's got to make sure Granny's doing all right. It ain't as action about this what you're doing, but maybe this is my destiny. Know what I mean? Yeah, I believe. Besides, it's not so bad here. Living up in the sky was okay, I guess. But don't you just love the way it smells down here? What? That's not weird to say. No, it's not. It's fine. Check it out. Zelda and Granny have brought life back to the land here. I bet even the weakest sapling can grow into one piece of a tree in soil like this. It'd brighten this place up with little too. I mean, sure, it'll take a few years for it to grow, but I'm certain. But as far as I'm concerned, I've got nothing but time. It's weird to say out loud, but that's just how I feel right now. So yeah, you know, when you get back to Skyloft, do me a favor and let people know I'm doing okay down here. Crawling and Stitch might get a little emotional since they looked up to me, but you tell them I'm happy, okay? Thanks, Minus. No problem. Let me sit down. Hard to leave the old girl all to herself here. But don't you dare go telling Crawling and Stitch that I'm down here taking care of some little old lady. I won't tell them. Today. Hey, bud. Huh? Is there something different? There's something different about your sword, or is it just me? Either way, bud, you gotta get rid of those bad guys down there. Oh, hey, bud, you probably want to know what I've seen with blessed butterflies flapping. Sorry. You would probably want to know that I've seen blessed butterflies flapping around here. Too bad I have no musical ability whatsoever. But I could not create beautiful tones to save my life. You know, just grab a heart. I forgot what it was. Oh well. And they're all defeated. I don't think it's working. Oh well. Right. I want to see a lot of the land in the past, and I'm mildly upset that the game won't let you see like the different regions how it was in the past. Save. Save always. Save always. You don't want to lose your progress, now do you? To the sky! Yes, please. Oh boy. Make my phone. Oops. Make my phone right. That's so nice. It was on Skyward, so I think the best place to go for school. Oh, hello, Magnus. Have you heard anything more about my daughter? What is it? If you know anything at all, I urge you to share it with me. Well, here we go. You want to tell me, but you can't? I understand. I'm sure you have a good reason for keeping quiet. Bro, I just want to tell him everything, so he just knows. Cause like, bro, he deserves to know what's going on with his daughter. Honestly, he seems to be a good father, so yeah, he deserves to know what's going on with his daughter. In my opinion. Midas, I've been doing some thinking since we last spoke. You've had this destiny thrust upon you without warning or choice. Without warning. Or choice for that matter. But I wish to help you as best I can. I'm getting older now, lack of vigor of youth. But Even old men have ways of being useful too. I wish to share as much of my knowledge with you as I can. If you have any questions at all about Skyward Force inventory, I would be glad to tell you all I know. Actually, do I know of the Triforce? Minus, where did you hear that word? It's true that the ancient texts make several mentions of the Triforce within their pages. Unfortunately, the actual location of the Triforce isn't illuminated in any of these tomes. Its birth spots are lost to history. Sorry, Minus, but it shames me to say it, but my knowledge is of little use on this subject.
Hey!
Minus, just a moment. Okay. Though there is one whose vast knowledge may be of use. Surely you're familiar with Levias, the great sky spirit who has guarded our realm for ages. Levias has served as the protector of our skies for a long time, and his knowledge of our world is encyclopedic, to put it mildly. If anyone in the entirety of Skyloft and beyond were to know of the Triforce, it would be him. Encyclopedic? Actually, I want to say that. Yes, his knowledge is almost limitless, but I fear meeting him may be harder than you anticipate. I imagine in your travels you have taken notice of the tremendous thunderhead that suddenly appeared in our skies. Not really, it's been there since the beginning of the game. Recently, I've heard rumors suggesting that Levias is trapped within that massive cloud. I asked Instructor Alvin to look into this troubling cloud in order to determine if there's any truth to these rumors. I had meant to inquire about his findings earlier, but completely forgot about it after Zelda went missing. Instructor Alvin can fill me in on the details later, so why don't you go speak with him yourself and see what his investigation has revealed. Yes, sir? Yeah, it's also right next door. Such big eyes in this game. So many people just staring into his soul. Eventually. Oh, Minus? How close your search for Zelda? Have you found her yet? Huh? Levias? Oh, so you've been talking to the headmaster, I take it. If I'm correct, Levias is the one inside Thunderhead, but that's not the Levias we all know. That's a monster. It certainly looks like Levias, but the last time I approached him, he came rushing at me. His eyes were full of malice. People change, or old wise creatures change, rather. Perhaps it's more than that. He was possessed by something. That's how it felt to me. Time to go save Levias. Levias, whatever. I'm gonna call him Levias. Because that sounds cool. That's impossible. I don't think Levias is capable of listening, not in his current state, no. And even if you were to get close enough to talk to him, it will likely end with you getting getting brushed aside and sent flying to your death in a sea of clouds. Oh, okay. You're still planning going on? I see. It's because you need to find Zelda. I understand. I get the feeling that nothing I say will talk you out of it. Hey, I have an idea. Come with me. I'm not leaving.
Hey!
Levias is inside Thunderhead. He's been acting so strangely, like something has possessed him. If we can somehow free him from whatever it is that has a hold over him, then there's a chance he will return to his senses. Listen well, Maze, because I'm about to teach you a very powerful bird riding technique. Okay, now he's staring into my soul. Okay. But sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop that. Please. Using the spiral charge, you can rid Levias of the blight that has a hold of him. This technique is quite easy to perform. All you need to do is press X. However, the acceleration effect lasts longer than any attack you've used so far. Maintaining stable flight can be tricky. This technique only This is a technique only senior Knight Academy students who have mastered high-level fight skills are allowed to perform. It's still a bit too early for you, but this is an extraordinary circumstance, so I'll make an exception this time. However, I will test you. Yes, sir. First, dive off this platform and call your break. On it. Done it. Listen up, Linus. I taught you lawfully to perform a spiral turn when you precipice. Use the spiral turn to break 10 targets placed around floating verticals. I'm not even moving and they're holding me in place. But if you can destroy 10 targets under 1 to 20 seconds, I'll recognize you as a skilled burner. Alright, off you go. Sorry, bird. Good night. I didn't know this cute. Come on. I want to kill Jesus. I got 9. Try again. Can't show 10 seconds, so I can't give the conscious give you permission to use this dangerous technique. I'll be here for a while, so why don't you take a break and cool off? Come talk to me and then try again. I want to try again right now. Yes. Dive off this platform. Blah blah blah, let me try again. Skip. This makes sense. stretch after this mission, okay? Always making me stretch during the middle of doing something. But thank you for redeeming stretch. That was very, very much appreciated. Thank you. Stretch complete. Stretch complete. There we go. You managed to destroy 10 targets within a time limit. You can control your bird that. If you can control your bird that way, you have no problem. You have no problem settling. I know you can do it, Magnus. And what a magnificent red bird. You are henceforth permitted to use the spiral charge attack as a qualified robot. Thank you. It only took me 2 tries. Next thing we have to do, the next thing we have to address is just how to go about finding Levias. The owner of the Lumpy Pumpkin might know something. Every year he makes an offering of his pumpkin suit for Levias. Go to the Lumpy Pumpkin and make sure and ask him if he knows. Yes, sir. I'm on the way. Save, always save, often save, always save, often. So this guy is over here. Hello, person. Take my miss if you catch a bunch of bugs and more use for them. And have more than you know what to do with. I'll be happy to take some off your hands. But rather than do it here, come find my room up in the corner. He has a reputation to keep. What's the matter? You look like you got something mighty serious on your mind. Actually, good sir. Levias, what about? Sure, I know Levias well, but I wasn't aware of anything was wrong. Every year I offer an entire basin full of my pumpkin soup. But lately a huge thunderhead has been brewing there, and I haven't yet made this year's offering. I'll tell you, I feel horrible about it. No! You say you'll deliver my pot of soup to Levias? Huh? I don't know how you plan to fly into the huge thunderhead brewing out there, but if that's the case, I'm going to do everything I can to make Levias the best batch of soup ever. You're just right there. I'm getting inspired to fire up some soup like I've never souped before. Oh. Voila! There it is. I've been cooking this stuff well over 10 years. And I have to say this is the best batch of pumpkin soup I have ever created. Master, I will signal for the robot. Yes, ma'am. She already knew what I wanted. Miss B, I'm here. I like how we're just both staring at him. Oh, this is another heavy load. But don't worry, I can carry anything. I'll be waiting outside. I can take you wherever you need to go as soon as you're ready. Alright, bye, Mr. Little Robot. The place where I offer soup to Levias is inside the Thunderhead Cloud, on an island with the everlasting rainbow. Oh, you'll know when you see it. Good luck. I wonder how he gets it over there, but I'm not gonna question it. Wait, no one said you could do that. But thank you, Grandparents. I much appreciate it. There we go. I'm unloading this cargo of pumpkin soup here. You picked an odd place for soup delivery. Feels dangerous. Something can jump out at us at any moment. Hungry for soup. A robot. I'm out of here. See you around. I mean, he has every right to just like dip out. I got an email. No, it doesn't. It's nothing about accepting it. That's wrong. Oh, that's a big one. Great Spirit of the Skies. Sorry, bird. I forgot what the name was. Dang it. My plan did not work. Try again. I had to leave, come back. Haha. Upgrade first. Buy up fuel. I don't think he likes the cuts. He tried. Got him. Tell me, was it you who brought me this horse and left me ultimate pumpkin suit? I must apologize for not earlier behavior. This peculiar, irksome pest possessed me. It's not myself. But that business is done with me. The delicious aroma of that soup has restored me to my senses. And the great spirit they call it, Levias. Before she passed from this world, so long ago, the goddess had appointed me as warden of this house. And what do they call you, boy? Ah, Midas was a rather pleasing name now. Your parents clearly have excellent taste in names. About that. You carry a curious sword, boy. I sense excited power building with you. Somewhere within that little frame. I see it now. Mine is your goddess's chosen hero. How interesting. I assume you come to hear what I know about the Triforce. Yes, please. As I suspected. Listen closely, and I will tell you. As you likely know, long ago, an evil force attempted to take the Triforce for its own. The goddess did everything in her power to prevent it from falling into his hands. For the safety of all things, she said that the Triforce somewhere within the rock you call Skyward. However, its location is kept a secret. Even I do not know where it rests now. Oh, but the goddess did entrust me with a hint to the Triforce's location. The clue is a song meant to be played in the heart of the world. It's known as the Song of the Hero. The song is the key to revealing the secret locations of dragons. The goddess split the song into 4 parts, and she entrusted one part to me, and the other 3 to the dragons of the land. You must gather each of the parts of the song of the hero. Seek out the dragons and convince them to teach you their ways. When they've taught you what they know, come to me, and I will complete the song with my own voice. The dragons can be found at Far Woods, Elder Volcano, and the Levias Desert. Go on. As I go on, find the dragons you want to seek. The problem is we haven't seen the dragon. We have not seen the dragon in the Levias Desert.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting. Oh, well, I guess. I don't know if that's all these things are being lit up. And then we'll head it off to this one. Oh, I still haven't gotten this one. Nice. Let's go to there. Last is made from Great Ape straight through. Oh, the other way. There's another one. Oh, I read
Yeah.
Maybe we can open this one. Oh, we got a potion. Carry this with you to prolong the effects of a potion. If you got this, remember, you got lots of potions. Okay. That's this one. Oops, I didn't move off the side yet. Never mind, too. Into it. this way. Yeah. Oh, this chest. Hey, I got money. Yeah, that was a good spot. I shouldn't have shown that, but hey, I done did. What do you need to do something? That's what I did for her, the bird. Plain as simple as that. Don't hit that bird.
Yo.
Out to work for the day. Those who have business with me can find me here. Oh. So is there like a place where I can go to sleep at? Because... Oh, I'm supposed to go to sleep in Levias place. I got it. So I give everything. I forgot to look beside again. Remind me.
Yeah.
I was never anything. Although it was very amusing to me about that for now. Oh, there's another one. Also, scoop, 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 scoop. There we go. There's another one. Is that all of them? Nice. That was actually really cool. I'm still missing one that's under there. Oh, that's cool. And then you have the room. Skyward. My day is going really so bad, actually. When I think about it. But I don't think that is. Wait, did you? No. Hey, sweetie. Hey, Papa. I'll hold on to anything of yours you want me to. Sending me a box today and want to all the presents you want to pick up. Yes, please. Wonderful. What would you have? Okay, so I don't really need that. And I kind of thought I don't actually need this. I'm gonna go back here.
Bye.
Bye bye. Maybe one day I'll need this one. Replacing your pouch, so you just boost it up and you can store all your money. I've got a new potion for you. I call it the Arrow Potion. One delicious cup with this ability in your fun, and you'll find that while you're underwater, your oxygen gauge will drop much more slowly. You'll be like a little fish on that, and the price is more generous if I do say so myself. But if you're interested in a bottle, just examine the blue potion and open it. Oh, it's this one. Sorry, I shouldn't be sighing in front of customers. You see, recently I haven't been able to sleep at night. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be complaining from breakfast yet. Hello. Welcome to my little side business over here. And use the potions. I use the potion by my services. New ingredients. To increase their power. It's not so much just nothing new, just something I like to do. Do you have any potions you'd like me to infuse? Yes, sir. These are the potions you're carrying that I can use. Oh yeah, I could definitely use this potion. Yes, please. Just a moment, sorry to make you wait like this. All done, here you are. I hope I didn't set your expectations too much. No, they're about where I need them to be. Thank you, sir. If you have any other potions that you want to infuse, you can bring them to me. I'd be happy to help. Good. That's all I need now. Eventually. Thank you very much. Yes. Please come again. No problem. I also like the little swirl that is his hair. It's a nice swirl. Also, he's having trouble sleeping at night, so let's go help him sleep at night. I forget which house he's in. I actually don't remember which house he lives in. Oops. That's not what I was supposed to do. It's already morning. I don't know why they gave you the same options. I never understood that. Just let me sleep till night. I mean, again, just in case you make a mistake, I suppose. But whatever. There's always the cancel button. Oh, this is his house.
Yo.
Listen up, pal. I don't want you getting too familiar with my little rainbow. And you better keep your eyes to yourself, too, if you know what I mean. Not really. Hey, I did. Oh, hello. You decided to come see me at home. You're not trying to tell me I'm your special someone, are you? You might be. You're always there. You never know, lady. You never know. It's nighttime. There's a bat. Hi, bat. Bye, bat. Is it this house? Motion shop, yeah. Should've known better. Oh, she is out like a lamp. Aww. Doesn't look like I get much sleep tonight again. Why? Sorry to worry. The baby just goes on and on like this all night. I haven't slept a week in, I don't know how long. Baby usually sleeps like a sack of rocks. Like his mama. Clearly like his mama. But that was before we lost, we lost it, no what? The baby's rattle. If we had the, then the baby would settle down, but we lost it the other day. The bird picked it up with his beak and flew off with it. Maybe the bird thought it was food, I don't know. Of course the bird wouldn't have eaten it. So it still must be around town, that's somewhere. And it's on a ramp. Sure, it'd be nice if someone could find it for me. Let's go find it. It's probably in a nest somewhere. And I have seen nests around the place. I could be mistaken. Hey, one gratitude crystal. Yeah, one gratitude crystal. This forms when a strong person is so completely overwhelmed with feelings or thankfulness that the crystallized gratitude is created. Show these to what's his name? Come on. I wonder if the game will allow you to sleep on benches. So there is a nest up there. I'm gonna have to figure out a way on over there. Hi! Hi, Jamie. How's me? I'm okay. I'm just hungry. And I'm gonna need to figure out a way to get to over there. Pretty sure I can probably use. Gotcha. You caught one sky scab beetle. But how are you? I'm sorry if the chat's delayed. Typically, I was just told not too long ago that the chat is really delayed. I killed it. No. I thought it was gonna grab it. No, they're garbage. Okay. Now go think about what you've done. Oh! I forgot the waterfall was right there. I'm good. Tired because today is a school holiday. But I forgot and woke up at 5 a.m. Understood. I've been there before. Don't want to go back there again. Hey! No Pokesteel is Pokemon. Oh, thank you. I worked really hard on it. It took quite a few days to get it just right. I had a different design going, but I decided not to scrap that and do a different one. Would you like to see the full outfit? I can always show it off. Maybe I need to run into this one? Okay, hold on. A lot of ways of doing this. Let me pause that. Okay, so. Best way to look at it is when... Because I'm not wearing shoes. Because beach. I don't wear shoes at the beach in real life, might as well. So I don't see a point in wearing them on the model. Anyway. But yeah, this thing, that's my outfit. Oopsies. There we go. That. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I wore shoes to the beach once. You should say, yes. Don't wear shoes to the beach. You should wear, if you're going to wear anything on your feet, I would recommend sandals that support your feet. Otherwise, just go ahead and go barefoot. Personally, I find it a lot more fun to be barefoot, but it's... Also, try blowing up the wall. Maybe running into is too weak. Very well. I just don't remember how to get this thing. That's all. I may have to wait until the morning. No, I'm probably... Oh, yep. Maybe. Oh, this guy just keeping here. Now I have 1,000. Yes. It's a ton of money. Silver rubies give you 100 rubies. The reason why I didn't read it is because I've collected these things often already. I've collected a lot of them. And it's kinda tired of reading it. I might have to wait until daytime to do this one, so I'm gonna just walk in here, wait till daytime. That kid is asleep. Kid died. That's how sleep that kid is. I know I've done this mission before. Yeah, I'm okay with the chest animation. It's just reading the stuff over and over again out loud. Where's on my throat actually? I get tight. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Now you're well behaved. I know it's up there. I know it's like in that nest. Maybe. I have an idea. Just try not to fall off the waterfall this time. Yeah! It's like a cat raccoon thing. I love it. It's a dirt door. One of the instructors keeps it as a pet. I forgot. I should have bought this one. There's another one over there. Well, you know what? No. I'll wait till I get to the top. Oh, there's another one. There's so many I haven't collected. Container. And more hearts to bed. Agreed.
Yeah.
I got gold. That's 300 rubies. Don't tell anyone. Now full of money. Too bad I can't hang from the barns and then shoot again. Like I can't for the walls. I wonder if the water comes from up here to be able to do this endless waterfall. Boing. Boing boing. You're a weird one, climbing all the way up here. Hey, have you tried to drive off the nest here? I bet you can land on the nest atop that tower over there. And what do I know? I'm a stone! A helpful stone. I had thought to jump from up here. That's why I came up here to begin with, but then I got distracted. I'm not gonna lie, I got really distracted. Thank you for helping me get back on track, Stone. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna need to turn to a different side. Or just run from up there. Immediate failure, yeah. Too bad I can't swim up waterfalls. Let's try again. There we go. It'd be a lot more fun if you would. I know in Breath of the Wild there's a Zora can swim at waterfalls. Okay, certainly. I failed again.
Water is essential to life as we know it. So if you can find places where water has been, that may be the best place to look for evidence of whether life ever developed on the planet.
When I deploy the sail, it immediately makes me go for, it'll stop all of my momentum. It's not like the leaf from Wind Waker. Yeah, it's only parachute. It's more of a. It's kind of hard to explain. Because you know, you can still move with parachutes, right? It's not a glider. It's more of a parachute. But like, the problem with that is you can still move with parachutes. So it's kind of hard. That's kind of not a good analogy to use. Okay. My issue is that when I press forward to try to go forward, he'll do a dive down instead of, you know, moving forward. Maybe. I'll keep trying until I make it. Besides, I was actually supposed to start streaming quite a long time ago. Yeah, we're not stopping until I do this thing. We did it! Although I didn't... Yeah. Although this time around, I didn't end up diving. Like he tried to make me do every other time. So... better running start and no diving. That's how it works. That's how it works. Got it. You got a rattle. It's a baby's toy. Perhaps somebody dropped it? Yes. Definitely somebody dropped this. I really don't remember what house they're in again. Good night. I'll figure it out as soon as I get in bed. Oh, it's a little bug kid's house. There goes his mom cooking. Dun, dun. Oh, it's like, how would you drop it onto a roof? Ha ha ha. It's even more amusing because like the game just got through telling us, hey, a bird flew off with it and put it somewhere. I don't think it's this one. Oh, it is this one. I was wrong. Yeah, I just invade their home, sleep in their beds. It's fun. They know what's up. Is that the baby's water? You found it. Yes, I did. Good to see you, baby. Time for baby bye. Aww. Phew. The baby seems to have settled down nicely. I bet the baby will sleep tonight. Oh, that means I'll finally get a good night's sleep too. Thank you so much. I won't forget what you did for me. Aww. Got 5 gratitude crystals. These crystals are feelings of gratitude in crystallized form. It must take in a lot of gratitude to produce this bunch of 5 crystals. Helping people feels good. And she is just out like a lamp the entire time. Part of me wishes I could sleep like this woman. But I can't. I sleep like my father. A very light sleeper. Although I'm proud to say that I didn't wake up when my uncle went to church today. So that's progress on being able to block out the sounds to the garage. Hi, Niners. Are you tired? You look mean. I know how you feel. I'm always up for a quick meal. Just take yourself on home. Understand. I wanted to talk to you.
Hi.
Hi. Ah, Niners, welcome. So here's the thing, Niners. My house is terribly dirty. Pippa's always telling me to do some dusting around here, but I just can't bring myself to do it. I feel you. That's why I've always wanted to ask you if you wouldn't mind clearing it up for me. I'll even pay you. I'm on it.
Mom.
You will? Great. I knew you wouldn't leave me sitting in this dusty house. What's that? A broom? You know, I don't even know where to keep it. The crazy thing. Or if we ever owned one. Most of the time, I just wait for a good, strong wind to come and blow the dust away. So I don't really look, so look, I really don't care how you get the job done. I just want you to blow it all away for me. So I'll just leave it to you then. Fair enough. Clean the house. Clean the house. I clean the house. Oops. Yeah, it's reverse vacuuming. Well, Pippin always keeps his bed clean. She did not. Because this is her bed. And the other bed was his. And you saw his area without dust already. I just went over there just in case. Oh, I forgot to read that. You brighten my day. Come over here and let me pay you. Although I don't have money to pay you. Or I don't have room for you to, I don't have room in my wallet still. Oh. Oh, she's happy. You got 5 gratitude crystals. These crystals are feelings of gratitude in crystallized form. You must take a note. Okay. Oh, I already read this. I can't let you go without your payment. Watch out, there's some big money coming. Bam! 20 rupees. Thanks, Sam. You got red rubies. There's 20 rubies. Don't spit it all in one place. I will. I definitely will. You can't stop me. If this place gets dusty again, I might need you to come back and tidy up. And tidy up for me. But I'll pay you again, okay? Okay. Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell Pippin about this. He only get angry for me with spending money on something he thinks I should be doing myself. You keep a secret, right? Yeah, fair enough. Considering the other day Link got 400 rubies, that isn't too much. Yeah, it's not. I straight up just got 200. Leaving already? If you see Pippin out on patrol, make sure you still wave and say hello. No problem. I forgot what I was supposed to be doing. I started doing a bunch of side missions. It'll be fine. Think about it. Think about what you've done. If I'm not mistaken, Pip is out on patrol near the school. Fair enough. That's normally true, yeah. I collected all 900 pine cones. Hey, Pipit. Hey, Ninus, it's dangerous out at night, so be careful. This area is my patrol route. At night, monsters get really active around here. It's the duty of a knight to protect the public from any danger. How admirable. Admirable? Nonsense. It's the bare minimum of what people expect from us. We are the knights in training, and this is what the knights do. That's the Pipit way. All I need are the smiles of the people I protect as my payment. This is what it means to be a knight. I'm sure you understand that, how that feels one day too, Miles. Thanks, Pipit. Also, how come you guys still get the little swirls? Sorry. How come you guys get the little swirls on your outfit and I don't? Like, look at that. That actually looks pretty nice. But I don't have anything. I don't have the swirls in the pants. It's not cool. Not fair. Oh wait, my room is on here. Oh right. The top floor. The bottom. The bottom doors are locked. You don't have to go upstairs. Fine. I'll go upstairs. I forgot to save. Well played. Well played. Downstairs. It's in my room. Till morning. I have to go eat. I keep forgetting. The reason why I wanted to stop stream was so that I can go eat. Oh, let's go eat. Actually, I need to save the game first. I need to save the game. I suppose I can do that in the title screen. But, do I have anybody to read? Not really. Dang it.
Queen!
Oh, bye-bye. bye. Thank you for watching for a little bit. I know it didn't last very long. I know you weren't here very long, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm hungry. I'm hungry, Queen. So I'm gonna go eat, and you go have a nice day. Tomorrow I won't be streaming because it's a holiday in the US, and that's where I am. Somewhere in the US. To that whole general nation. I guess it's a nation. Honestly, I don't really know what to call this place. It's fine. I had fun hanging out. I had fun hanging out with you too. But on Monday we're gonna be doing something else. So I need to, one, remember to tell my friends that we are not streaming tomorrow, so they can enjoy their holiday. And two, there we go. And two, figure out where we're streaming Tuesday. Until then, I bid you adieu, and I love you guys. Bye bye.